my bedroom.
What's one word you would use to describe Sarah? So what's one word you would use to describe Jono?
Jono.
That's hard. It's actually a lot that I want to say.
One word that I would use to describe.
Unique.
Fragile.
You're nice, but sometimes too nice.
Annoying.
A bit of a stress head, but in the best possible way.
I'll describe him as righteous.
Definitely graceful.
Fun.
Very thoughtful.
Energetic.
Very kind-hearted.
Gullible.
Pretty romantic.
Religious.
Caring.
Consistent.
Selfless.
Awkward.
Intentional.
Awkward.
I would say giving.
Awkwardly confident.
Sarah. Happy. Jono, I would have to say goofy.
Down to earth. Is that one word?
Or hilarious.
Thoughtful.
I don't know what the word is, but then it's someone that's always. Is there a word for that?
Reliable.
Reliable. That was.
So we had to answer the question for you.
That's it.
What do you think she does in her spare time? What do you think he does in his spare time?
What does he do now in his spare time?
I think
I think back in the days he might he'll walk his dog, I think he's played some video games.
she would watch Disney.
To be honest, I don't actually know, but I feel like he's enough of a social butterfly that I'm assuming he's just out every day. Or just like meeting with somebody every day.
I know what Sarah does in her spare time. She watches trashy TV, reality TV like The Bachelor.
Sleeps and eats.
Basic human function.
What? I know my friends really well.
I think she hangs out with family,
I'd assume he'll just read Bible.
organizes things for her family.
Either read the Bible or just sit at a tree, blankly stare at the wall, thinking what to do next.
She really values family life.
He would say that he likes to play sport, but he doesn't.
You play sport?
Yeah, he lies to himself.
What sport do you play?
What does he do in his spare time? Facebook laughing at memes and then trying to tell us what the meme is and laughing before he can actually tell it. Oh my god, that's so cute!
Oh, I know what she does in her spare time.
What does she do?
She watches either the Australian Open, The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, Criminal Minds, or SVU. Sometimes she spends time with me.
Lower priority. We try to answer random and out of blue questions asked by Jonah. I tried to make sense of what.
Well, the old joke was Facebook stalking, but that was like 8 years ago.
I think she's really into teas, so probably like she would do a lot of tea related stuff, and like I know she really likes to watch TV series. I think.
Yeah.
I think she watched a lot of TV series.
Play Super Smash Brothers.
Does he even have a Wii? What Nintendo console?
He wasn't very good at it.
Yeah, he's not good at anything though.
What else would he do? I don't know, every time I see him after high school, he'd be doing his homework.
I'm pretty sure she just watches trash TV. Like Bachelor in Paradise, Love Island.
She watches Love Island.
Does she not? I don't know, when we were in high school she used to watch like all the Criminal Minds. Love in the air. Yeah.
He probably enjoys sitting down, reading a dictionary, something geeky, something nerdy.
I just have to think. You just like couch potatoes and that, you know? watching Trust TV. But I like Trust TV, like, you know, like, you like Bachelor. I like Married at First Sight instead. Like, that would be good fun.
This was a point of contention, but do you watch Love Island?
No.
It's entertaining.
Sorry, Parony.
I've watched like an episode.
You wouldn't
I just
like
found
it.
it very
Maddie, I
shallow.
think. Yes.
Not much happened.
You won't like it because it's very like,
Pray
Pray?
and read the Bible. I don't think he has many other hobbies.
She reads her Bible, which is totally true, because she prays for everyone. She has a pray board,
She does.
and that's really cool.
Yes.
I don't know. It used to be Dota and StarCraft. Like in any spare time, he'd be playing that, or between that, he'd be doing uni assignments. But granted, since he's been in Canberra for how long has he been in Canberra now? 2 years?
Yeah, more maybe.
Yeah, I'm actually not too sure. He just sounds like he's working all day. He's working a stressed out day. He just works jobs that he wasn't enjoying.
She watches a lot of food shows, I think. I don't know if she still watches them with Guy Fieri, you know, the guy with the spiky blonde hair and the very strange facial hair. Or Netflix she still watches like Netflix documentaries about super disturbing crimes. So you see this really sweet girl and then she watches all these documentaries about actual murders.
Rewatches Simpsons episodes.
Watching trashy TV shows, and she would also do a lot of Bible studies and shopping.
I reckon he has a pogo stick at home.
Pogo stick?
Yeah, and when he has spare time to himself, he bounces on it.
I reckon in her spare time she'll be watching some really bad TV, like The Bachelor or Love Island.
What makes you enjoy spending time with Jo? What makes you enjoy spending time with her?
It's just that feeling of peace, like, you know, like how you can just tell her anything and you just pick up where you left off last time.
It's just, he has a very good energy. It's like, it's just fun to be with him, and he has interesting ideas, and he's always like very positive about everything.
She's always willing to listen to you, even if it's small things, things that you're, you know, concerned about, anything.
Because he's just a chill person, and he's like probably the most non-judgmental person that I've met. Very open-minded.
Yeah.
So he's like open to lots of stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's a very good aspect that I like about him. Probably the only aspect.
She's always really keen to listen, and I think because we're always on the same wavelength, she always gives me advice that gives me more insight to myself, and I always learn more about myself.
He's kind of like a mirror to myself, that you can kind of see both some of my good traits and not so good traits kind of reflected in him, and that kind of really helps us kind of click well together, easy to talk to. You can kind of both be serious and have fun at the same time.
They both have a real listening ear, I found, that not many people generally have. So, yeah, you feel like they're really genuinely interested in hearing about what's going on for you.
It's nice knowing that you've got someone who you can go to with anything, and he'll take time to listen.
She focuses on you. She's genuinely interested in what you have to say, what you want to share with her.
It's very entertaining. Even though I'm not laughing at his jokes and I'm laughing at him, it does make me laugh. And I do, enjoy the time that we spend together. It's always a lot of fun.
I can always go to her for anything I need. She's always very kind and very helpful, and she's always offering to help me whenever I need her.
I'm gonna say I enjoy spending time with Jonathan.
She's so cute. She's so cute. And nicer than everyone else I know.
Even though he likes to tag along to things that I probably don't invite him to be able to do, he always makes an effort to be able to socialise with everyone that's around.
Whenever I need someone to talk to, she will be there. Like, she will listen, she will give like feedback and things like that. Like, I feel like those talks are really, really good, like very memorable.
She's super caring, so you can kind of talk to her about your problems and stuff and know she's not going to pass any judgment and just talk through the issue with you, which is really nice to have.
Who would wear the pants in the relationship?
I wear the pants.
Well, I think it's me.
We're 50-50.
Jonah and Sarah?
My gut response is Sarah.
Jono,
I think Sarah.
Sarah.
Definitely Sarah.
Probably Sarah.
Sarah.
110% Sarah.
Sarah.
Jonah's looking at me. Don't. Just
Sarah.
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 And why?
Sarah.
Just Sarah.
Just Sarah.
Oh, definitely Sarah.
Honestly, I think Sarah will win. Jonathan's just a bit of a pushover.
Sarah. Definitely.
Sarah.
Sarah. Of course it's Sarah.
Jono.
You know, at first, for some reason, I thought it would have been Jono, but having seen them interact, definitely Sarah.
Definitely Sarah.
Okay, so I would say Jono.
Whoa.
Because
Yo,
I know
okay.
Sarah would let Jono wear the pants.
Like, I hope it's Sarah.
But you don't know it, Sarah.
You don't know? Because she's like too nice sometimes, so like...
To him? Really?
Okay, you're pretty like... Is it what else?
This is probably a bit hard to pinpoint one, but what's your favourite memory of Jono? So if you had to kind of pinpoint one favourite memory of Sarah, what would it be?
I guess spending a lot of time, particularly like because we met during uni, and every time after class we would generally go somewhere to eat or find something to do. I think that's really fun. Sometimes I remember hanging out when she was living at college. We would just spend time just talking about random things. So I think just having her, spending time together is I guess, the best memory that I've got.
It's in the little things, right?
Yeah, it's the little things that count.
It's one time kind of like halfway through uni. You know when you're halfway through your uni degree and everyone's kind of figuring out like, oh, I don't know if this is the way I want to go. And there was one time when he had this like brainwave and he called me and a few other friends together to this cafe and then he like graphed out why we were all wrong. And I feel like...
Graphed out what?
Yeah, he drew like a flowchart and a diagram of like how, like how we should see life and work. And I thought that was just really interesting. He put a lot of thought into it.
Would you be able to recreate this graph? Because I do have pen and paper. Give me 1 second.
Sorry in advance to Jonah. This is like 0% accuracy, but it was something like...
This is why you're...
Yeah.
What is it? Just explain it a little bit.
It was kind of like he was talking about how, like, because he's a really strong Christian, and he was talking about like what his purpose for his work was going to be.
Yeah.
And he really thought a lot about like his degree in ministry and the friendships that he had as well, and like where he thought he was going to be most useful, I think. Yeah. And it was a really interesting conversation because I feel like a lot of us were going through the same kind of thoughts at the time.
Yeah.
And it was good to hear him articulate that and be really convicted about it.
Yeah.
That was cool.
It kind of makes sense from that perspective.
Yeah. This is also just really memorable because you just
This is why you're all wrong.
like draw a face and like eyes and a sad face and angry eyebrows and like an angry tornado.
Because that's how anger looks on a piece of paper.
Yeah, right.
So I've been asked this a few times at all her like Hens events, but my favourite is actually something really small that we did at uni, which was every time we had an exam, we always got together beforehand and we just prayed. I think I really miss those times where, things happen that are stressful at work and I don't really default to just relying, giving things to God. I just kind of do my own thing. But when I think back on those memories where we read the Bible together or really committed something as big as study at the time to God, it was a really helpful thing. So I hope, even though she's in Canberra now, that it's something that we can continue to do for one another across distance as well.
What's your least favorite memory?
That's not a question. Least favourite memory?
She wrote the exam. She knows the question.
Yeah, somehow the power has transitioned to you, totally, right? I think, no, they're not my least favourite. Like, we've had moments where we've been upset, where she's been upset, and I think I don't like it because there's those moments where I feel like I can't really help her. But it's funny because even in those moments, we always like reflect together, and she almost comes to her own realization, and she just comes to me to kind of check in with me as well. So it's just life. I think you'll always have the good and the bad, and
chances are, even in marriage, there will be other things that come up, but I hope that we can still share those good and bad memories together. Yeah. Thanks for that bonus question. Totally didn't throw me under the bus.
Our favourite memory would definitely be hosting Talent Quest, I'd say. Because we emceed Talent Quest 4 years in a row, I
That's
think.
cool.
Yeah, and like we were always using the same lame jokes. Didn't change that much.
Speaking of lame jokes.
You're looking
Time
at the
to shine,
queen,
time
the
to
queen of
shine.
lame jokes.
Oh, you know John.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, there was obviously a lot of repeat memories, and it was fun in a crowd of 900,000 students or something. We got to mingle with all the contestants, and then we got to do Talent Quest ourselves. That was both Talent Quest was definitely up there.
Yeah. What kind of stuff do you guys do in the Talent Quest? Just out of curiosity.
We were in as an MC or in performance?
As a performance.
Performance. In Year 12, we were a group of 5 guys who did Backstreet Boys.
Ah.
So we called ourselves the Hector Street Boys. Yeah, Hector Street.
Got it. Like lip syncing, or do you guys actually?
No,
sing?
we sang. We sang, did a bit of
Oh.
dancing. We serenaded some other people, and then we also, for Year 12 concert,
Yeah.
which is like the end of the year, we did a concert.
Yeah.
We also mixed in Justin Bieber as well. Yeah, it was 5 of us. Yeah, John and I was 2 of them.
I can't picture this, so I think you've painted a pretty rich picture. I also just came up with a really good joke.
Okay, one sec.
So Jono should serenade, like Sarah.
You know, she's looking.
Serenade.
Ding. Ding. Cinema Centality 2.
I think the fondest memory that I've had was when Sarah came to visit me all the way from uni. Brought all our friends with her after my jaw surgery. She brought all these presents and food and stuff, and I was really touched.
Yeah.
That's the Sarah that I know.
Yeah.
Love
not
you,
the-
Sarah.
That's nice. They have better memories than Jono does with me. That's a bit awkward, isn't it?
Something like that.
Very Sarah.
Yeah. But, well, you know, the bar was set low when he answered this question.
My favourite one that's most recent is when the Carlingford train line closed.
Oh my god, did he call you that
And
as
he
well?
called me and was like, "Do you want to come?" And I was like, "No, I'm in bed." But he then video called me the entire journey, so I got to experience this historic moment through his screen.
Literally did the same to me. I'm like, he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm in bed." Come Carlingford. I'm like, "Why? They're closing it down. It's the last train. I'm gonna sleep. Go away."
Yeah, I can't resist him. So.
But you took that one step, you took one for the team, was like, you know what, I will live vicariously through you, through a screen, for this historic train ride.
Literally, yeah. So I'm now thankful that I was part of that moment from the comfort of my own bed.
Very good. Did he provide riveting commentary as well?
He provided commentary, not riveting.
Commentary is better than no commentary?
That's
or...
true.
Okay, let's
Yep.
go. For a second I thought you were going to be like, no, I'd rather no commentary. Actually, a bit of like a trivia, right? If it wasn't for you, him and Sarah probably wouldn't be together.
Oh, really?
It's true.
Actually.
Bonus story.
Yeah, bonus story. I think you should narrate as to
Oh,
how
okay,
you
okay,
convinced
okay.
the guy to
Oh.
finally ask
How
her
did this
out.
happen?
Oh, I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
Well, we were driving to Nyngan, which is about 8 hours west of Sydney, for an EU mission. And he was on the team, and so we were driving together. And maybe like 5 hours or 6 hours into the drive, having a conversation and talking a bit about this other person who he's been friends with for a while, and they're kind of enjoying spending time together, but she kind of wants to be a bit more serious, and she's like, what should I do? And I think I asked a question about, like, what do you want, and is your reluctance to kind of move forward, or like, see if the relationship kind of might take a new shape? Is that just kind of based on your fear of having either extra responsibility or an unwillingness to kind of take responsibility for kind of what a relationship might look like, and a desire to kind of just like have all the good things about this relationship without any of the kind of sacrifice that comes with seeking to love and care for someone else. And so I was like, well, up to you, but I think kind of a sign of maturity would be a willingness to kind of make a decision. And so apparently, sometime after that conversation, he made a decision, and now we all get to celebrate that together, which is great. How fun!
How great is that story? Because I've heard it from Sarah's side, and I'm like, I do wonder how the conversation went down. Only because Jono's like very blunt, but I don't know if he's like the most sensitive to like, I guess sometimes rebuke. But that's interesting. I think.
Is that similar to the story you heard? I don't know.
Yeah, I think essentially it was. He was so indecisive for a whole year. He was just kind of like really enjoying this friendship. I was like, I don't really know what of it. And then it wasn't until you kind of just asked him like pointedly, kind of like, so what are you going to do about it? Are you going to ask her out or not? Like, and I guess it was kind of like the question he needed to be asked, because after that, I think his conviction grew really strong. And if anything, once they started dating, I think he came to like compute and process his feelings a lot, probably in a lot stronger, more intense way than Sarah had. Because for Sarah, it's been like a whole year of, I like you, but
what are you doing?
What are you doing? And I think Jono has a lot to thank you for. And I think Sarah has probably already thanked you. Yes.
Yeah, I think, it was that kind of moment of like, if this is kind of what, if you're enjoying this and this is fun and kind of a good thing, are you actually gonna fully embrace it and make the most of it, or you try and kind of have a foot in kind of both camps that actually fully, committing and kind of saying actually that's an unloving thing to do and not, and so be brave, make a decision, move forward,
Wise words from Nathan Booth.
the only wise words you're going to hear in this whole conversation.
And human.
It's immortalized now on camera, so you can always reflect on it when you're like, did I ever say anything smart in my life?
Indeed.
There we go.
I have very fond memories of Sarah's 21st masquerade party, which was, I think it was back in 2015, actually a long time ago, maybe 5 years ago.
Good memory, because it was, she turned 21 in 2014, but she had the birthday
That's
really
right.
late.
Yes, it was a belated celebration, so it was super fun and she looked amazing. She had really short hair as well. So cool look that she hasn't dropped for a while. And Jono, I was thinking back to AmCon, which for those of you who don't know, that's the Sydney University Evangelical Union's annual conference that runs in the middle of the academic year. I remember a handball contest and I gave Jono a bit of a run for his money.
Who won?
That I can't recall. I hope it was me.
Well, we need some, I think, eyewitness accounts.
One time, but we always like to go out just one-on-one and have lunch or dinner, and we just like have very deep conversations, like just how very deep ones, like the ocean floor deepness. Very deep.
I don't really have a specific one, but our time in EU, and I remember when she was fac leader and I was one of the community members, so we would have one-to-one time where we just talk about the struggles we have at uni, at just at church and everything. That's my favorite memory.
You were such a good time.
Yes.
Miss the community so much.
Aside from all the fun that we've had, John has always been a friend who has been there, and we've shared lots of deep moments, and I think helped each other out a lot during tough times. So I've appreciated having Jono in my life in a lot of points in my life, and just really glad that we're friends.
So going back to the karaoke thing, I'm pretty sure there was a video of Jono doing Tangled karaoke.
I think that's on Yui's phone.
Yeah.
I've got Barbie Girl. She's got Tangled.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I remember Tangled. I don't quite remember Barbie Girl, but I remember Tangled.
Yes.
Yeah.
And was he doing the whole falsetto thing as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Jono. Sarah?
Sorry, what's the question?
Our favourite memory.
Favourite memory.
Yes.
I don't know. Can't pick. It's just a lot.
Any particular thing, like for example, Rachel was just any time in the EU was like a good memory.
Yeah.
But do you have even just time in your life where it's like, yeah, spending time with Sarah was just the highlight overall.
Yeah, I think probably I would piggyback off the answer, but the EU was amazing, and like co-leading with her. Just coffee catch-ups probably.
I miss those.
Yeah.
I wish we can just catch up on the fly at uni. Like
Yeah.
nowadays, all right, let's kind of schedule in
Just
2 weeks
coffee.
in advance.
Yeah.
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 There's a kid at church who had almost finished training to call Jono Uncle Macca's. Well, actually, there's a few of us who were involved in that training program, but I was pushing that really hard.
Yeah.
And now he's sort of quitting Macca's, so I feel like I should stop doing that, but I swear I was this close to getting it spontaneously from the kid.
Yeah. So
Because he's only, how old is he, you know?
Jono.
Don't know the kid.
Not Jono. Because Jono moved to Canberra was in Canberra by the time we could start getting the kids to like acknowledge like uncles and aunties by their names.
Yeah.
So he only sees him every few months, which is like, okay, so every time he sees him, you can provide the same stimulus, but it's not that often.
Yes.
But I was almost there,
Ah.
and now I think I should stop because I love Jono and he's trying to give up Macca's, and cut down on Macca's,
Yeah.
and it's not helpful to
Wow.
then have a kid running around still calling him Uncle Macca's if he succeeds.
It was a beautiful season in his life, so why would he not want to be reminded of it by being called? Actually, it's funny.
Just this really random memory was this one time where we just hung out for like no particular reason. We were just like hanging out at Newtown. Can't remember which restaurant we went, probably like some Italian place at Newtown, and it was just cause, and it was just a casual meetup, and we were just like having dessert, having maybe pasta probably, and yeah, and just catching up. So I think, but it's about like times like that where you don't have an occasion, but you be intentional about meeting up, so that made it really nice.
I made it memorable for you, obviously.
Yeah, like, and of all places, it's just Newtown.
Yeah. Well, Newtown's very special to all of us, right?
For me, I'd probably say, like the best memories was the jokes he had on teachers. So the one when you had with Miss Steele, and then like you were saying you had to get out of class to go do your debate, your group debate, and then Miss Steele was curious about like what you were debating about, and then I was like you were like Jonathan was like, oh, I'm going to a mass, like a debate in mass, and then Miss Steele was like, oh, okay. Mass debate, okay. And then she didn't realize that until like 3 seconds later. Well, I was like full cracking up in the background. So that was like one of the best moments. I think like the jokes that you do, the teachers, that was like the best memories.
How did Miss Steele react? She was like, what?
Miss Steele was cool back then. But like that's why you could joke with her. But yeah, she was like, I don't know. She looked quite like embarrassed, so she fell for it.
Does John actually have somewhere to go?
John has like good jokes. He had the good jokes.
Oh my god, freaking John.
So probably would be my earliest memory. So I guess therefore the favourite because everything else just has blended in together. But yeah, prep. She was the first person who could read, so it was like instantly everyone's best friend. Yeah. Just like, hey Sarah. Because she was so smart and all of us were such losers. We don't know what we're doing and then Sarah can already read. Like,
I think another one was like, you always get in trouble from Miss Rohan from visual arts. So at the end of the class, you had to mop. You had to mop the floors. Yeah, because you know how we would do painting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we would do painting, and sometimes the paint would go on the floor. So we always had to mop up at the end.
Yeah.
And then you would take Jonathan would take the mop, and he would do it like so enthusiastically. Miss Ryan would get so pissed because you were doing it so enthusiastically, and you would get in trouble. Jonathan would get in trouble because of that. So that was funny as how like you and Miss Ryan had beef and stuff.
I think in about grade 5 or 6, because I wasn't super close to Sarah in grade 3, but then I got to know her more towards senior school. But I think the first time I really hung out with her was when we were doing the math challenge when we were younger. We were in one of the higher math classes in school, in junior school. Nerds, yes, we were nerds. I don't think that's surprising. She's a pharmacist, she's marrying a pharmacist. Yeah, we did the math challenge and we just spent heaps of time together at her house working through those maths problems as best as we could. I don't think we ended up doing very well, but we had a lot of fun together, so that was nice, yeah.
That is pretty nerdy thing to say. What's your favourite memory? We were doing math together.
Wow, that's
I do like doing problem solving. Yeah. I think everybody likes problem solving to an extent, but yeah, that one just happened to be mathematical problem solving. Emma was there too, and she was very amusing.
I know one time I caught him coming out of a woman's toilet.
I don't know how long ago it was, like maybe 4. We were sandboarding.
Sandboarding. Right.
Yeah. And so we're all going down. Usually, like you sit down
Yeah.
sandboards. Whilst everyone else is doing, and then Jono, he just we look up at the top of the dune, and
Yeah.
Jono's like trying to stand on it. What the fuck? I think he makes it like maybe 2 meters, and then Stacks is just rolling down the hill.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
That was.
Would you happen to have that video?
No,
God,
I wish. Yeah.
I feel like the only memory I can really think of is like when I always get told she dropped me off the couch. When I was a baby. Like,
So you can't remember
I can't
that,
remember, it's not
right?
really a memory, but like, it just always comes to mind that she dropped me.
I didn't drop you. I think I just let you roll off.
Yeah, you should roll
It was an accident. Okay, I was meant to be watching it, but
memory.
No, I was
watching.
I was like, yeah, I was like 7. Okay, like, what do you want me to do at 7 years old?
You're meant to be the night watch. I was.
I watched I know. No favourite memory, just like life, I guess.
Yeah. Wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
The whole thing is memorable and favorite.
I can always remember like the more of like the violent time. I like violent. We used to like bash each other up.
You guys are punchly still like do that.
Like quite violent.
Wow. Yeah. And it
Why
kind of
not?
passes on to him.
That's pretty normal.
Do you have any comment to your? Sorry, wait,
She's definitely bossy. She likes to think that she wears the
Maybe
fancy-
you got-
Dude, this is a hard question. I've got way too many memories with this guy. Like,
Make it sound like a bad thing.
yeah, they're all pretty bad memories. Nah, but I guess there's a few funny ones, right? It's between him trying to set me up with some girl in year 12, or it's hard to pick. You know, okay, let's go to year 12 story. Yeah. So, Jono being Jono is always, you know, like, I think what some of you guys have said this for the answer to, or some of you guys have mentioned this, but yeah, he's always trying to set people up. He's like, oh yeah, do you want to meet someone, or I got someone to introduce you to, etc., etc. And there was this one girl in year 12 where he kept trying to introduce me to her. Well, he kept trying to make me talk to her, and me being the chicken I am never did it. But there's one time we were in the library together studying, and I saw her walking up because when you crush on the girl, I was like, oh, there she is. You know, she's like, you got a sixth sense for where she is and stuff. But I saw her walk in, and then Jono comes to me, and he's like, oh, I need to show you something, right? And I'm like, I know what you're doing, I already saw it. Like, you're trying to set up some crap. And, like, you know, I sit down, I'm holding him by the neck so he can't do anything. And I turn around for like a second to talk to my friend. I turn back and he's gone. Have you guys seen the episode of The Simpsons where Homer disappears, leaves like a ghost of himself because someone says free donuts or something?
Yes.
That was literally John. I turned around, he was just gone. And I turned back and he's already walking over with the girl. And again, going back to him being awkward, he brings her over and I'm just there. He's like, oh yeah, hi, this is, she's never gonna watch this, yeah. This is Elisa, right? And I'm like, dude, I've never spoken to her ever, this is so awkward. Thanks for making it awkward, John. And, you know, but from that awkwardness, you know, again, like, things felt normal because it was so awkward, and like, just because John is there to bring the awkwardness, you accept that it's gonna be awkward, so things are normal. But, yeah, that's, you know, John, like, you know, John being the most awkward guy he's always been. Yeah, I don't know, there isn't too much else, so just the point, he's always been awkward.
My favourite memory actually was when we were doing the scavenger hunt for school and she crashed the car.
Crashed? Wait, start again. School, primary school or high school?
High school, year 12. We had a list of stuff we had to do as part
And
of
you
like,
had
the
to drive
end of year
around?
scavenger hunt. So she was the driver. She drives around doing all these crazy things. I remember she was backing out and she backed into some guy's truck.
How much signal I need to cut across 8 lane? None? I turn now. Good luck, everybody else.
Oh my god.
And we were both terrified because we were all small Asian girls
Yeah.
and he was this big white guy. And like it was scary,
Yeah.
but it's a memory I'll never forget. And Sarah was really cool and in control in that
Oh, yeah,
situation.
she's like, hey.
But I was hiding in the back seat. I was very scared.
It's hard to pick a time over 4 years. Sorry, but you have to pick one. I know. I'm thinking. I'm trying to think. I think it was when he proposed. I thought he did a very, very good job. And Disneyland is my favourite place. And it's got a good story, I guess, as well. One you'll tell your 12 children.
I don't think there will be 12, but you know.
Hey Sarah,
see how we
could we hear your side of the proposal? Because I've heard it from Jono, but let's see how accurate it is.
Oh, okay, sure. My side was that it was my birthday and we were waiting to go to a fireworks display. I was actually like quite tired, I think, at that point in time, so it was hard for him to get me to do much with him. I didn't really want to talk that much. And then he kept wanting to play I Spy. And he did eventually like get me to get up because he was like, oh, what you need to look for, you know, you might need to stand up. So he did a good job surprising me because I didn't think it would be at that point in time. Was that accurate?
Yeah, it's accurate. He was like, oh crap, she's sitting down. I can't propose though, she's sitting down. I don't get to stand up. How do I get to stand up? Let's play I Spy.
Very clever. I like that. Good job.
Favorite memory? Favorite memory? I think I like doing outdoor stuff with Sarah. So one of the most fondest dates we've had was when we did the Coogee to Bondi walk, and we also saw like some of the sculptures around there as well.
This one might be a bit hard, but do your best impression of Jono. Do your best impression of Sarah.
Best impression of Jono.
Yeah.
Oh, Jono!
Is that accurate, Sarah?
An exact toe with the testy pop as well. Oh, the toe!
He'll like put your hand, he'll put his hand on your shoulder and like pat you very seriously and be like, so how's your dating life? Do you want me to set you up with anybody?
Ironically, he said the same thing to me this morning.
He said that to me as well, but he didn't do the hand, like the back patting thing. I'm so glad I missed out on that.
Yeah.
I might just leave it in raw.
I don't know if I want that in the thing, because then he's gonna play at the wedding and he's gonna do that to everybody.
It's like, this is why I called the wedding, called you here today, so you can
Speed
all
dating, guys, blind
like set you up together.
Oh, wedding.
She has this face when she's thinking about something, or if she like hears a fact and she's a little bit shocked, and she's kind of like, it's kind of like that, and she kind of just like darts her eyes. I think she'll know exactly what I'm talking about, so that's probably my best impression.
Oh.
Yeah. Any of these things where if you don't want to answer, just let us know. We'll let you know. But I think it's all fun.
I need to think about. I can definitely do his laugh. There's this very it's a joking laugh, like it was a troll laugh, and he was like.
Oh yeah, he does do that. He does do that.
You know what I mean?
I was
that was a terrible impression though.
No, that was pretty good. That's pretty
Pretty
accurate.
good. Okay, but I haven't heard it for a while. But what else would there be? Like, I'd be like, no.
He also has the high-pitched variation when it's like more embarrassing.
Would you like to show?
Would you like to show us?
Kind of like.
Refresh our memory.
What the? Actually, when I have to give it. Yeah, actually, I know. Yeah, I know.
I know, like, I don't get to be asked, you know, what's my best impression of Jono, so that's my extra question. Bonus. Oh, she does do that!
All I can think of is Sarah doing a pufferfish face sometimes, which is like, oh, okay, well, Jono was just like, say nice things about me. Say nice things about me.
Awkward Jono, where he's like,
no, send me
Don't want to end up.
that's Jono.
Can we go to McDonald's?
The way she laughs, I think. Ha! No.
What?
Yeah. Ha! Ha!
Yeah.
Kind of like that, like.
Yeah.
Ha.
Is that her serious laugh or is that her?
That's her like
Jono
laugh
made
for
it.
Jono.
There we go. Okay. I was
Yeah.
like, that can't be a real laugh. That has to be a Jono laugh.
Like whenever he says something stupid or does something stupid, she's like, ha ha. That is. Why can't I have McDonald's now?
Oh my god!
Yes.
Yeah. Or just, what?
Can I get 24 nuggets? And me just sign. Yep. I love how you're trying to restrict his eating.
You know how she hits Jono? Like,
yeah.
That slap. No, I need someone to slap. Like it's really loud slap.
It's really loud. She always hits his chest.
And then he'll be like, ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that loud slap.
Yes. I always say to him, like, you never have to work out your chest because she always hits it. Like, to the point that even if you had, like, man boobs, it would, like, go flat. Because it's loud. It's literally, like, you can hear it. Yeah. And she's like, I'm not violent. And he's always like, oh, Sarah is so violent. She just hits me. And hence, again, who wears the pants in relationship?
Sarah.
Yeah.
I really look like him. So
Actually, yeah, so even easier, right?
even easier. Hello, my name is Jonathan.
Is that it?
No, I thought of one. It's the one where he always does like.
Oh yeah, he does that.
Like when he looks down on you, like.
Oh, he does do that. I don't know why we didn't think of that.
That's always does. But then it's always joking like that, like always putting fingers together and like looking down.
Yeah.
Very creepily.
Yeah.
And then the glass is like a bit downwards, so looks more like creepy.
I feel like we've actually got photographic evidence of that too. Some
I
photos.
think it was on the photo that you posted.
Really?
Close.
Of course, ruining my photos since like 2013.
What do you? Oh my god, what you say? Like you just like, I don't understand how someone does this. Oh, and it just and every time I'd be like, oh my god, like I can't believe things are gonna change, like things like that.
She always says.
Excuse me. Oh yeah, true. Because I tell you not to cry, and you're always like, it just happens sometimes. And then you're like, don't you feel sorry? And I'm like, no, I don't.
I felt like just watching you just then. It's when he's like, I don't understand that whole thing. Like you.
Yeah, you actually do. You're always like, I don't understand how people do it. And I'm always like, well, Sarah, you know, people live their lives other ways.
They do.
But she still doesn't understand. Yeah.
She's always like, is that okay? Are you sure? Oh, it's okay, I'll get it. Is that okay?
So first I would have my turtle styled haircut, and then I would have glasses, and then I'd have when I like write, I'd hold my pen
really weirdly.
Really weirdly.
Wait, you wanna demonstrate how he holds his pen? Yeah, there's the stuff that go with this.
It was like
he holds it like it's his pinky.
It was like full vertical. Yeah, it was like full vertical.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like almost like that.
I mean, he holds it against his pinky, I remember. He's like...
Yeah. It was like, I think it was like this.
Let's get a close up of this. Yeah. God damn it, Don.
There's something that you remember.
Well, the next one is even more fun. You get to draw a picture of Sarah and Jono.
Draw a picture?
Yes.
And then like
I feel like they have, you know how in Chinese, like, 夫妻相?
Yeah.
They have that. So it essentially means like couple. Like a couple. How do you say 相 in English? Couple look.
Couple.
So as in like over time, people like couples tend to look more like each other, but I feel like Jono and Sarah are already trying to have that. So all the photos come like, oh shit, they look alike.
I don't know.
Radiant.
They're radiant.
I'm trying to capture her waves, but I don't think I'm doing a very good job. And I think I should draw the collared shirt since everyone else has drawn it. I forget how small his writing is. Yeah, I know, it's really scrolling.
Because Sarah likes to spend more time with me.
This is not working
That's
out.
actually
pretty good. But it doesn't look like me. That kind of looks like Jono.
He's on massive smile, tailored top to get
Extra
to
long
his extra long arm.
Metaphorically correct as well.
Sky. Yeah, that's good direction.
Hey, look at that pride. Yep, we're good. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Yep. There you go. Put it up in the frame. Yeah, that works. I'll take that. There we go. Nice. Dobrze, puff.
Yeah, I look proud of it. Yeah, that's it. There we go.
You could at least look a little bit more proud of it.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Hi, Jerry!
This eyes are the same as the picture.
He doesn't know how to follow instructions!
I do it again.
No!
Mr. Bean stuff.
I feel like Sarah's hard. She doesn't really have, like, anything.
Like, Jono's easy to meme.
Yeah. Actually, like, Celeste has actually, like, memed him. So, like, the event photos that I had.
Okay, I haven't got that far.
Yeah, those were all memes of his face. And, like, I think that's a testament to his stupid face.
Memeability.
Yeah. Oh, it's a stupid face, but that memeability is probably a bit more. Cool.
I'm the meme queen.
Sure, queen.
Can you flick your imaginary hair? Hey, drop it and bring it into frame. Drop it. So put it down, then bring it. Not literally. That's the first question.
No. No, it's not gonna blow into the house.
No, it's fine.
No, it's to aerate the house. Stop it. Stop. No! No, open the door. Jeez.
Love isn't open.
Love is an open door.
I heard someone's
Guess
going
who's
into
walking
that.
into that song?
It's you. Yes, I did hear that.
Oh really?
Was I not supposed to? You were gonna.
I like- they need to know the songs,
We need to
yeah.
put it into the.
I don't think we've just
playlist.
me and Peter have decided.
You think breaking free? Sorry.
Did he reply? No, I'm really bad at Messenger. Messenger's not my forte.
What did he say?
What is the new
You
age
just
thing?
tell me.
Nothing. I'm just
He
bad at
said,
replying.
life is the art of drawing without an eraser.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
No, I was like, this could lead on to a really bad thing where people say my name the same that way. Jenny! Jenny!
Sorry, could you repeat that?
No. Forrest?
Yeah, it seems like he tries to act high and mighty in front of his friends, but I feel like Sarah has control of the relationship at the moment. And I've seen when they hang out, the dynamic, right?
Yeah.
Jonathan will say something and Sarah will give him that look, and then he'll look a bit scared, and they won't say any more until probably all the friends go home. I've seen that dynamic in action, so I think, yeah, Sarah is wearing the pants.
Yeah, so I still have your card from the time you went to Indonesia. So that was like 2010. So yeah, like we were reminiscing about like how we used to have rap battles and shit like that.
You have a rap battle?
Yeah, we had rap battles, and like I think that was a thing back then. And then and you used to always make fun of a cash in geography. Yeah, you always used to make fun of a cash. Yeah, so when you wrote that, you were in Indonesia, and you were telling me about how corrupt the police is there, and like, yeah, and you wrote the letter upside down.
What?
Yeah, you wrote that in brackets.
What the hell?
Yeah, I don't think it's upside down actually.
So do you want to show the card to the camera?
This is like Jonathan's writing.
Oh, that's it. Let me change the focus. Yeah, he holds the pen retardedly.
Yeah, but you can always tell it's Jonathan's writing.
Yeah. Like, what is that writing? First thing I see is, "Hey, Akash, lol." What? Is that the first line? What's the first line? Say? It looks like "Hey, Akash."
Hey, brah.
Alright.
So, hey, brah, lol.
Oh, god damn it. Fucking Johnny.
Do you want a photo of me running and chasing those birds?
Lettuce
Oh, I'm gonna
leaf?
do this and attach. Ready?
It's not a lettuce leaf, but like...
Look out!
I have another really good lettuce pun.
Alright, let's hear it.
Lettuce remain calm.
Panic!
Oh my gosh, it's so hard. It's such a struggle.
Stand there.
existential crises and
Yeah.
thinks the profound questions about life.
Sad key change comes in.
Yeah. Cue the violin music. Don't cry for me, I'm already dead.
Okay, go look at my legs might kick you.
When you're ready.
Don't worry.
Yeah, when you're ready.
I think I'm not doing this right.
No, because I feel like I've known him for a few years, a long while, and like he's someone that you can rely on to just be who he is, you know, to like be positive and to brighten up people's days, and yeah.
That's really nice. Not expecting. I would have thought you said like consistently stupid or something.
No. Am I meant to roast him?
No, it's okay.
Yes. Yes.
You can roast him if you
Alright,
like.
Jenny. Don't.
Permission to roast Jono.
So this was back when he first started living in Canberra, and I don't know what I was doing, but for some reason I drove to Canberra, and we were kind of just hanging out for a bit, and it was a long drive, and so he felt really bad that I had to drive back. It was getting dark, and he kept making excuses for me to try and stay over.
Yeah.
And it just got really, like, he prepared the bed and everything, and I was so guilty.
Were there roses?
He didn't go through that much effort.
There's one thing he's pretty set on, and that's having as many kids as possible.
He wants to have a soccer team, doesn't he?
Yeah, he said 12 to name them after the 12 tribes of Israel.
What?
Oh,
really?
Yeah. And so I was like, so Sarah will spend 12 times 9. What's that?
108.
108, yeah.
8 months.
8 months pregnant. This is what you will subject Sarah to. I want you to think about this, Jono.
There's a fire I have seen them too.
Alright.
Have you? Yeah, you guys just like don't worry.
No, we don't. You go full time.
I don't know what to say, but blah 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 blah.
Hooray, I'm useful. We need some thinking music.
Yes.
Who do you think would wear the pants in the relationship?